Alright, what is up, fellow aerospace geeks? Mick here from ECG Aerospace with a Comet alert. ISON has disappeared out of the news, but we have a new one in the news, and that is Comet C 2013 A1 sighting spring. It was discovered in early 2013 by an astronomer from the Sighting Spring Observatory. His name was Robert McNaught, hence the name Sighting Spring for the comet. Now, this comet comes from the Oort cloud. It's taken about a million years, or a few million years at least, to get to where it's at. But that's not what's interesting about this comet. Well, it is, but it gets more interesting. This comet is going to pass extremely close to Mars. From the numbers they're showing, initial observations apparently would go within about 25,000 miles. But now they're saying it's going to be more like between 86,000 and 81,000, somewhere in that number. And for example here, the Mars outer moon, Deimos, it's 14,000 miles from the planet. But there's a little bit of leeway of where it could pass by. It's going to pass pretty quick too, at about 35 miles per second. What is going to make this really interesting is, for one, MAVEN will be arriving about a month before this. And we've already got a couple orbiters around Mars, like the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, Mars Express, and Mars Odyssey. And we've got the rovers on the ground, so there's going to be a ton of data coming out of those. Now, what could it do? Well, it could create a meteor shower on Mars. And apparently can also be a threat to the spacecraft with all the debris coming out of the tail and the coma. Now, if it would hit, and this is according to, let's get the information up here. Give me 1 second. This comes from spaceobs.org, and this is a blog written by Leonid Elenin. It would be around 20 billion megatons. It would be pretty big. I don't know what effect that would have on the Earth. I mean, I'm not an expert on this, but excuse me. But about right now, the odds of it actually striking Mars are about 1 in 120,000. So they don't think it's going to hit Mars, but they do think it's going to be an excellent way to observe a comet, since it's going to be getting a lot closer than any comet we've been able to observe before. I am going to try to keep up on this as much as I can, try to get new information as soon as I can. So it'll be an interesting rest of the year, that's for sure. And it's pretty exciting. So definitely stay tuned. I'm going to make a playlist for this comet's videos like I did with ISON. And I hope you guys have a great day and stay safe.